So again, with a disclaimer, half my life I spent fucking drunk and on drugs. The other half of my life I've been lied to by a psychotic religious cult, Christian religious cult that is made up of crooked cops and treasonous military. They lie, cheat, steal, baby kill, snitch, sabotage, molest, manipulate, do drugs, and spread AIDS. They will even steal dirty socks from a homeless person. Okay? Christians, Americans, cops, military. That's what they do. You ever see a cross, a medal, or a badge, you take off running the other way, because those are the pieces of shit. Alright. So we need to backtrack a little bit. I started to get a little ahead of myself. I started thinking about it later on in the day. Before we jump into the man who taught me how to survive, closest thing to a father I had, we need to talk about more why I kind of wanted to get out of the game. Alright? Now, sure, there was a lot of money in moving all that dope, but when somebody ripped you off, like I said, when you moving for Texas Syndicate and Banditos and crooked cops, and somebody rips you off, you got to go collect. Those people want that money. You can't just say, well, he ripped me off, my little PP and my little DEI woke. Nope. There ain't none of that. You owe them people money, you better pay them people money. And it ain't no joke. It ain't no joke at all. So that kind of put me in a bad position. Because sometimes people didn't want to pay, sometimes people couldn't pay. And the only thing I could do was say, well, here's his hospital bill. You can go see him in this room over here. Another thing is the dirt bike people that I mentioned kind of briefly, was helping them out a little bit too, and especially a friend that they had a couple streets over. So what happened is the dad of the dirt bike people, I think he might have said something that he wasn't supposed to say, and his buddy a couple streets over, the one that was doing all the work and passing a little bit on to me, he went to prison. And he kept his fucking mouth shut. He did what he was supposed to do. Again, he wasn't Christian, he wasn't cop, he wasn't military, so he doesn't lie, cheat, steal, baby kill, snitch, sabotage, molest, manipulate, do drugs, and spread AIDS. This motherfucker did his time and did what he was supposed to do. Meanwhile, his wife and his kids, 3 boys? Yeah, 3 boys. His wife and his kids are out there struggling. Okay? I mean, broke my fucking heart. But the dude, why I say Mr. Dirtbike Man opened his mouth is because a couple months later they found him in a motel room. He committed suicide and had like 3 bullet holes in the back of his head. But it was ruled a suicide. Okay? Like I said, these people got... Police ain't what you think they are. This is a big money game. And they ain't here to serve the public. They're not here to protect and serve. That shit was just a fucking promotion. Just to make you believe it. They're not here for you. They're here for money. Just like everybody else in this world is here for money. Okay? That's what makes the wheels go round. So, dude got found dead in a motel room, committed suicide with 3 bullet holes in the back of his head. The dude that he snitched on went to jail for like fucking 15 years. Because you moving weight, you moving weight. We ain't talking no little PPDEI baggie that you go pick up at the corner store. We talking weight, okay? And like I said, collection sometimes was bad. At the same time, I was hanging out at this convenience store and this bar so much, and both of them had a pool table. I had a friend that I kind of grew up with. We were moving weight. I was moving some for him too. Not very much because he was kind of flaky. He used to always advertise that he moved a lot of weight. He was friends with that Precinct 4 constable's son. That's how I met him. And he gave me some good advice we'll go over later. But me and him used to fuck around, dude, and he would play pool, go to pool tournaments. That was another billiards. You know, 8 ball, 9 ball. And that shit was real big for them. And it kind of rubbed off on us little kids because we wanted to be like them. So sometimes in a pool room, I was making as much money on a pool table as I was moving weight, depending on the night. You know what I mean? Not all the time. It wasn't constant like moving weight. Moving weight was like being paid salary. But the one thing I noticed about a hustle is if the dude at the pool table got mad and wanted to fight and he could beat me up, or if somebody didn't have money, I didn't have to go burn your house down. I didn't have to beat your mother with a baseball bat with your house on fire. You know what I mean? I didn't have to stomp your little brother's face in even though he's 4 years old. And that kind of felt better to me. I could just walk away. I could just be like, okay, dude, whatever. And then never play pool with them again. And also, it would ruin their reputation. Because everybody knows, you gamble with that dude, he's not going to pay you. Don't gamble with that dude. That's a lot better, man. So, the game is rigged, you know? I wanted to get out so fucking bad, but being a homeless kid on the street, and you got no parents, no family, nobody to help you out, you gotta do what you gotta do. And I've never, ever wanted to be a thief. And the times that I did steal, we'll go over later. I mean, I know I said something about taking old cars, but most of them were junk. I mean, they wouldn't even run. They were just parked in somebody's yard. We'd just take them for fucking weight and run them across the fucking scales. But also the people I was messing with, like Mr. Precinct 4 Constable's son, I swear he killed this little girl. And they try to blame it on me. But I swear they killed this little girl. And fucking, I don't know for sure. I'm not any kind of accessory. But I'm like 90% sure this motherfucker killed that girl. And they try to blame it on me. And nobody could find this girl's body. Nobody could find what happened to her. She just disappeared. Why? Because I bet there's going to be DNA all over that bitch. And that Precinct 4 constable, since he knows the rules and regulations, knew exactly how to hide that body for his son. And that was the kind of people I was dealing with. It's like, oh shit, he got shot in the head 3 times in the back of the fucking head, and they're going to say it's suicide. This fucking cop over here is molesting little girls and selling dope. This other cop over here is covering up murder for his son. I need to get out of this, but I gotta be careful, because I don't want to wind up in a motel room with 3 bullets in the back of my head and somebody saying it's suicide. And these people are good at setting up. Lie, cheat, steal, snitch, sabotage, baby kill, molest, manipulate, fucking do drugs, and spread AIDS. That's police, military, Christians. That's what they do. And they will set your fucking ass up quick. So I already knew I had to get out. Had to fucking get out. Anyway, that's kind of in between because there was so many things going wrong, you know, and you'd have to cover your ass because, again, you owe these people money. They don't care. You gonna disappear. They don't care. They will shoot you in the face in the middle of fucking broad daylight in a church parking lot. Why? Because the church is on their side, the badge is on their side, the military is on their side, and later on, we'll even be able to prove how the politicians are on these motherfuckers' side too. It's all about the money. It's always all about the money. You follow the money, you'll figure out where it goes. Like right now, in current news, everybody's talking about this El Mencho guy. Hey man, mad props to you. You did your job. You did what you were supposed to do. They said they fucking killed this guy. Poor fella. You never know. Supposedly his son died. Next thing you know, 2 or 3 years later, he's arrested in Southern California. Now they're saying they killed him. I hate to tell y'all, but drugs are still in this country. They're the same price, and there ain't no shortage of them. So y'all got rid of that dude. What did it do? And as soon as y'all got rid of him, if y'all really did get rid of him, somebody else just filled this fucking place. Y'all didn't do nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing. Cartels were started by this government. They're not going to get rid of them. They're getting paid by them. Why would they get rid of their... You know how much money is wrapped up in this shit? If Anyway, so that's a little side note for today. Because I didn't go in very deep of why I wanted to get out and the problems that were happening. Because some of you little youngsters need to know, man, y'all get caught up in this game, you ain't gonna make it out alive. It ain't great. And if you do, they're gonna torture you for the rest of your fucking life. And they are fucking sneaky. Lie, cheat, steal, baby kill, snitch, sabotage, molest, manipulate, use drugs, and spread AIDS. Crosses, badges, medals. That's what they fucking do. I'm living fucking proof of it. I guess we'll get back into the story again later or tomorrow or some bullshit. But that's a little side note for y'all. Don't get in that shit. Yeah, there's money, but you gonna die. You gonna be P. Diddy. You gonna be Epstein. They're gonna use you and fuck you over. It ain't glorious and glamorous like they make it out in these rap songs. Scarface said it right. Don't believe that song. Gangsters don't live that long. Remember that shit. Houston boys.